The Leafs are comically bad. And,
Wow.
And the first 2 games out of it, I think Austin Matthews said last night, he's like, it's less about concern, more about having more desperation in the room. And they asked William Nylander, what do you think about, the potential of them selling at the deadline? And he's like, it's not my decision. I'm just going to give all I have on the ice. But I want to start the show by turning your attention to a nice little bait and switch that the Maple Leafs organization has tried to pull. See, here's the thing. They think they got you under hypnosis.
Uh-huh.
And I think they're full of it.
Okay.
And I think we are in the midst of them trying to change the narrative right under your nose.
Okay.
And appear intelligent.
Oh, that's good.
So going into the break, the Leafs had won 3 straight games on the road. I think it was Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, right? And then they go into the Olympic break. And of course, because the season's been bad, no one really remembers the 3 wins. We're focused on Canada. We're focused on the US. We're focused on all that stuff. No one cared, right? No one cared. But all break long, every insider told you the same thing. To a man, it said the Leafs are going to sit and wait.
They're not sure.
They're not sure. And they're going to see what happens in the first 2 weeks back. Now, as I pointed out on my stream on Wednesday night, the Leafs have games or had games against Tampa and Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now they've got the Senators Saturday night, which Steve is streaming.
Yep.
Flyers on Monday, Devils Wednesday, Rangers Thursday, trade deadline Friday, right?
2 of those at home.
2 of those at home. Now, what I find interesting about this grand plan of the Toronto Maple Leafs is that they were going to sit and wait and see how the Leafs did against one division leading team and then the 5 teams that are worse than them in the Eastern Conference.
Wow.
Going into the Tampa,
I didn't even realize that.
Going into the Tampa game, the Senators had a worse points total. The Panthers had a worse points total. The Flyers had a worse points total. The Devils had a worse points total. And the Rangers are dead fucking last. And the Toronto Maple Leafs wanted to sit there and say, you know what? Let's see how they do against this tough run of guys.
Yeah, but then
they lose 2 straight. Now, almost immediately after the Tampa game and during the Tampa game, I'm sure you guys realized whatever waiting they were going to do, they probably should not have wait anymore. And I found it very interesting that yesterday, Elliot Friedman was on the Fan 590, especially after CJ completely torched them on the CJ show yesterday. I found it very interesting that Elliot Friedman was like, oh, no. There's some, they have always known they were going to sell. And one more thing before I turn the floor over, okay? Just one more thing. I don't blame Elliot. No. I don't blame Dregs. I don't blame CJ, anybody else who's an insider who's saying that, because that is what the Leafs were telling them. Yep. Their job is to report, here's what the Leafs are thinking. And then the Leafs tried to say, no, come on. We're not that
We've
stupid.
always been smart.
This group of guys,
man,
are unbelievable.
They will do anything but anything. They will do anything but anything. July 16th, that was the last time they made a trade. And we're not even sure. Come next Friday, come a week today, when there's the trade deadline, how many trades will the Leafs have made? I'm going to set the over-under at 2.5. What are you guys taking?
Over.
You're taking the over?
Mm-hmm.
I love that Jesse's got faith. I'm going to say under.
I pray it's over.
It's going to be Matthias Michelli.
It's feeling under.
They're going to re-sign Bobby McMahon. They're going to say, but Oliver Ekman-Larsson had a 16-team no trade, and he really wants to be here. And I get that. I think that's great that OEL wants to be here. I want him here if they're good.
He might be the only Leaf. Like, back there. Anyway.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
we'll talk about
rough right now. It is rough right now.
I just think we need to just call it like it is, straight up. This team is trying to bullshit you in their narratives with the major Sportsnet and TSN publications. Broadcasters, whatever you want to call them. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it.
I can do a rebuild. I can do a retool. I can do those things. Well, I can't do this. I can't do this. We've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas stuff. It's We've said it for years. We've said it for over a decade on this show. The worst teams in the league are the teams who have no idea what they are. The Leafs have absolutely no clue what they are. No clue. And I don't even... Let me tell you something just from an entertainment standpoint. I don't care if it makes them better or worse. Fire Craig Berube. Holy crap, I can't watch this anymore. I can't. You know, well, he's a disciplinarian and he demands the style is the worst. Oh my God. It put me in the hospital.
Yeah.
This style of hockey put me in the hospital.
Well, it gave you the ulcer that we're going to talk about.
It did.
I saw a thing in the New York Times about how stress doesn't affect ulcers.
Oh, well, then
Myth.
Does it affect shingles?
I don't know about shingles.
You've had quite the year health-wise. Shingles on your wiener, and then...
It wasn't on my wiener.
talking about?
How dare you?
The case of the wiener shingles.
You can't make that part up.
Well, it was in the air.
That's aggressive.
It was perilously close.
That's aggressive.
Yeah, I don't think we ever talked about that.
No,
that was a year ago.
We didn't.
Yeah.
No, Adam just giving out your government. I think it's very disappointing to see that we've reached this point and they're still confused about what product they're putting on the ice. Even Keith Pelly's email that you read out last episode, the delusion from the Maple Leafs organization to think that this year they have it. You watch them against Tampa and you're like, one of the strengths I thought coming into the season was going to be their defense. You're bringing back the same essentially 7 guys that you had last year. I think that continuity would have been good for them. Of course, injuries happen. You have Tanev, but nobody on that back end knows how to play defense.
No.
It's egregious.
No.
And not even OEL, by the way.
No,
he tries though.
He was out there in the Florida game looking like he's trying to get traded because he's doing everything on the offensive side.
Yeah.
You know, he kept joining in the rush. He kept trying to take shots in the middle of the slot. I'm like, what are you doing there? Oh, he's trying to pump his own trade value and get out of this stupid town because I don't understand how the GM of this team, and I'm so disappointed. I had high hopes for Brad Treliving.
Yeah, no.
Me too.
What a complete...
And Keith Pelly and Craig Berube and everybody running this team is confused at what they're watching because we're watching the same thing.
Yep.
And we can see how porous this team has been outside of firing Mark Savard and getting hot for a week and a half. Outside of that, the hockey's been a miserable product. So what is with the humming and hawing on what you're going to do with this team? Move off of everybody. Like, there's no reason to keep McMahon, Yarncroke, if you can even get anything, because Craig Berube has him in and out of the lineup.
Anything they get
Lawton,
for him will be like an enormous victory.
Lawton's a great guy in the locker room.
Love him.
Doesn't matter to winning. The locker room part doesn't matter this year to winning. What's going to help you win
with this team currently?
What's going to help you win going forward? Because this year you're not winning. Is moving Lawton, and if he wants to be a Leaf, he can come back.
I would like McMahon back. I would like
At
Lawton
how much
back.
money?
Yeah,
Come on.
McMahon. Both of them. Frankly, I'm concerned about the cap hit.
They're going to be combined $10 million.
I like having both of those players on my team.
Yeah.
But where they're currently at, you got to trade them.
No, it needs a real reset here on just all of the extra pieces. Like, okay, you're going to keep Austin. You're going to keep everybody you have to. I'm even open to the idea if the Adam Fox's miserable stuff.
I got that.
If you flip Nylander for Adam Fox, I'd take it.
In a heartbeat.
I'd take it at this point.
Of all people,
that's
the CEO of Nylander.
I know.
I know. I have every share of the Nylander stock, and if they want me to dump right now because it's fallen, I might do it.
Wow.
You can convince me that bringing in Adam Fox and then 4 other D is a good reset for this organization.
Man, you're going to get subtweeted so hard. So many pro Nylander people who just feel like you've betrayed them.
I'm on their team.
No,
but
you're not anymore.
I watched the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I know that this current regime can't win.
Can I also throw something else into the pot? About, first off, we talk about the narrative switch that the Leafs are trying to pull. Mm-hmm. And again, they use their conduits, the insiders. The insider's job is to say, here's what I'm hearing. Mm-hmm. So I never get mad at the insiders. I go, what are they saying? Now, if you're carrying water for somebody, got a problem with that.
Yeah.
But if you're relaying the information that the organization doesn't want to say publicly, Fine. Now, in 2 days, it will be a full calendar month because, I mean, actually, technically tomorrow the month has ended, but it'll be a full calendar month in terms of actual days since Easton Cowan has played a professional
That's
hockey game.
unjustifiable.
And let me say this. I said, I tweeted this online yesterday, and somebody's like, yeah, but his Corsi is like 40%. I'm like, play him with the Marlies.
Marlies!
I'm sorry, do they only have the NHL team? And this is something that Anthony Petrelli's talked about and a few other people. And they've said what's been shocking about the Leafs this year is their inability to use anybody from the AHL, move anybody back to the AHL. It's not only do they not make trades, they don't call up or send down. They don't do anything.
I got to know what it's like in the Marlies locker room.
I hope it's good.
I think that's important. Well, yeah, but like imagine how demoralizing that is.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting there jacked for the trade deadline, probably.
Yep.
Hey, man, like maybe a bunch of guys get traded and I finally get called up. Jacob Quillen has absolutely played well enough for some ice time on this garbage team. Bo Grew has absolutely played well enough for ice time on this garbage team. Will Villeneuve has absolutely played well enough for ice time on this garbage team. And you could probably throw some other guys in there too. A lot of people have been begging for Pizzetta all season long. He's been hurt.
I just love his vibes.
I do too. Well, and like he gives a damn.
And the reason that they're not doing that stuff is because they have an old roster that is, you can't send down unless they can clear waivers. Like Easton Cowan is the only member of the roster who can be sent down without clearing waivers. Yeah. So Brad Treliving has walked himself into a corner where he's risking losing players. He clearly doesn't want to lose because he loves this team for some reason. And Easton Cowan is the only one he can send down. And he's still not even doing that. Yeah. So it's his own fault for the situation he's in. And he's doing nothing to get off of that.
The only thing I can think of that even half justifies what they're doing with Cowan is the off-ice training they have him doing is like Goku levels of cryo chambers hooked up to the gas mask, whatever, and they're feeding him senzu beans and stuff. That's the only justification.
Can I tell you that that's not happening?
That's definitely not happening. So have him play. Have the player who you want to be prodigious at hockey playing play hockey games. It's insane you have to say this. No faith.
Let me tell you,
I have no faith in
said this morning.
Anything they're doing.
On the Cowan thing, he's like, well, I think that they've probably told him, listen, after the trade deadline, you're going to play every game. Hey, how about you play some games before? That can be, both can happen. Both can be true.
What? So you're showcasing Yarncroke? Oh, no, he was scratched yesterday. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Hey, did you like the thing you just watched?
Was it hilarious?
Was it informative?
Was it me losing my mind?
Possibly. Potentially. Most of the time it is. Hey, listen, if you like what SDPN has to offer, you should check out more of our videos and subscribe to our channel by clicking subscribe, or Steve will find you.